Hey time travelers, today's question: how would it feel if we took off the mask and stopped trying to present as the perfect individual? Let's dig in and find out. Hey everybody, my name is Jesse. I'm an NAAP certified life coach. Welcome to my Mindful Monday series where I help individuals leverage the power of their brain. Join me in finding your superpower. So today's question digs into why we feel the need to put on a presentation and show up a certain way every day when we are either at work or wherever we may be, at church, socializing. And I think a big part of this comes down to we feel like we have to present a perfect self. And we end up putting on a mask in order to appease the perceptions of those around us. Let's start with, why do we feel like we are required to present as a perfect plastic individual? Why is it that we have to present this certain way to be accepted? I would argue that most of this is a lie. Most of it is the way that we've been raised. We're being conditioned by society, often unintentionally, that in order to be accepted, we have to act or behave a certain way. And many of us find the easiest way to live up to this expectation is to put on this mask, to put on this persona of who we are. And many of us feel like we're having to be fake. The difference is many of us end up finding that we're not presenting as intentionally as we would want. Our smiles aren't real, and most people see that. You've probably heard the saying, don't forget to smile with your eyes. And that's the thing, is the crow's feet here are a subconscious thing. They don't activate when you're just putting on a fake grin and smile for the camera. It doesn't work as well. Others, you can get a genuine smile very easily. And it's just understanding and enjoying what you're doing. Learning to take that same subconscious joy into every element of your life. Now, it's a lot easier said than done. What expectations do we feel like we've been trying to live up to that are disingenuous, that aren't who we really are? What would happen if we owned who we are? What if we owned every element of our lives? What if we showed up true and honest to who we were? What if we decided, I'm done with the mask. I'm done fitting in. I'm done showing up the way that you want me to just because you said so? I think we would gain a whole lot more power. We would show up with more potency, vigor, strength. And believe it or not, I think our wives, sisters, mothers, friends, church leaders would recognize it. And we'll start a change in the world that you would not believe possible. All because you decided, I'm done being fake. I'm showing up as I am with true authenticity in the way that it's intended. Not saying, I'm being authentic to fit in with this group. No. True authenticity of recognizing I don't have to fit in. I don't have to be a cookie cutter. For those that are, like myself, Latter-day Saints, you'll recognize the term, stop being a Peter Priesthood. Stop being fake. Stop doing all the little things because it's what's expected, and show up with potency, with power, because you know the truth, because you understand what is actually underneath. We cannot live for ourselves, our families, or God if we don't know who we are. Now, yes, there are elements that we have to give up, parts of our natural desires to serve Christ to the fullest. But does that mean that we have to fit in with some social standard? Usually the answer is no. Understanding is the key. Understanding what Christ is teaching us. Understanding what he's calling us to be. Fathers, brothers, sons, honorably and powerfully and gloriously made. Living our lives to the fullest potential. Removing the mask scares the people that are trying to control you because it means you are no longer controllable. You become the man Christ called you to be. You become a warrior. And there's power in this. Now, for those of you that are non-religious, thank you for sticking with me through that. But it holds true, even removing the religious aspect. Your wives, your mothers, your children will thank you because you were willing to stand up for what you knew to be true, even when society or other groups may say otherwise. There's power in knowing who you are. There's power in removing that mask and learning to understand who it is underneath. many of us will find that we're still living as teenagers in an adult skin because we never allowed ourselves to grow beyond it. We never questioned the understanding of the traditions. We never questioned the understanding of why this was being done this way. And it's not until you understand the purpose of the tradition that you can exemplify the principle that it was meant to teach and support. In many cases, I believe we've allowed traditions to rule us in a way they were never intended. We are outgrowing many of these ancient traditions, and because we have forgotten the principle behind them, we have not been able to adapt them to our current circumstances. So that would be my invitation. Remove the mask, remove the traditions, remove what's holding you back where you think you have to be the perfect plastic person or the perfect plastic family, borrowing from Glenn Beck. And when we understand these principles, we will find power, potency, and strength that we need to transform not only our lives, but the world around us. Let me know your thoughts. Comment below. Let's start a discussion. Thanks for joining me today. Now, if you think I've gone off the deep end and I'm off the rails, call me out. Let's have a discussion about it. Let's see if we have an opportunity to grow or learn from each other. Otherwise, if you just need some help implementing this, reach out. I'm here for you. I'd love to help. I'd love to give you a hand. Or who do you know who could get value from this video? I invite you to share it with them. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on notifications on future uploads and videos. And let's be the change that we want to see in the world. Join me. One person at a time, let's watch this avalanche begin.